Good morning. So we're gonna continue my journey where I use local AI to improve and work on my English writing, reading, and also constructing sentences skills. That's a great use case for using local AI. In this way, you're not dumbing yourself like people always say. AI, makes people dumb. And no, it's the way you use tools. It always has been this way. People annoy me, really. Anyway, welcome. Let's get started. So how do I do that? Well, I communicate with AI about any topic I want to. And whenever I encounter a word, for example, here I have a real use case actually. I really had to struggle to figure this out, but I know now. But let's say I cannot type in certain, right? So I have to check, right click here, check certain. It's written like that. CERTAIN. And then I have to do that. Certain. I have to type this 3 times in a row correctly, and then I can move on to whatever I want to discuss. Not discussed. Sometimes I say discussed. Okay. Let me start with the first boring thing here. I'm going to prompt AI we start a new chat with the AI, and this is the first prompt. It's very boring, but I need to copy that down for practice reasons. And let's get started. Hey there. Easy, Lucas. You're too excited. Also. What the heck? Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. Hey there. This conversation is also a English practice. Yeah. This nonsense. This conversation. Conversation is also a English practice. So the rule again applies only if I cannot fix it myself. If I see the word is misspelled, miswritten, and I can fix it myself, I'm fine, I can move on. But if I check the word, I have to type it in 3 times in a row. Okay, for that reason, please correct my English by giving me always one better. For that reason, please correct my English by giving me for that reason, please correct my English. Why this is not capital, I understand. By English, by giving me always one better, more natural, alternative way. No, there isn't. I'm fantasizing here. More natural version of whatever I prompt you. One better, more natural version of whatever I prompt you. Okay. Also, I add something. Start already. Yeah, sometimes simple things are already a little bit tricky. Already? Okay, I really have to check this one. Putting the phone away. What did I do wrong? Okay, double L. Okay. Okay, let me just pause for a second here. Good. Yeah, it's still morning. I want to spare you some, morning sounds. Okay. Yeah, checking this again here. Already. Yeah. ALREA. Already. I see. Already. already. By the way, I keep saying that, already. I always struggle with that. It's not just a regular learning part. That's something I just simply struggled all my life. Also in my native language, writing and reading. But this is a way I enjoy. Also start already with this very first prompt. I don't think that doesn't sound like a good sentence, but that's okay. Let's see. Can I just system hardware? No, let me just delete all. This is all old stuff here. Okay, let's read. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I'd be happy to help you practice and improve your English. What? That sounds like a fantastic idea. I'd be happy to help you practice and improve your English. See, sometimes you can see on the way how I read things if I got the sentence or not right. I will make sure to provide you with a more natural and polished version of everything you write. Here is the correct and more natural version of your initial request. Okay. Hey there, this conversation is also for my English practice. Because of that, please correct my English by always giving me a better, more natural version of whatever I prompt you. Please start with this very first prompt. Okay. This one I'm gonna just copy down again. I don't want to copy down too many things because this is a task I do not enjoy. I will force myself to do that because I can see it's useful, but I don't want to overdo it. First major rule is I need to keep it fun for the long run. I don't want to rhyme it, but this is gonna be a long journey, a daily, maybe my whole life. Okay, let's see. Where was I? Please start with this very first prompt. Sounds. Please start with. Wait, no, I'm just morning dumb. Please start with no. Okay, I have to. Yeah. Okay, well, I have to. What can I do? Let's check this again, and then let's try with. Okay. Usually I don't struggle with this, but if I do, well, if I check, I check. What can I do? Okay, let's try this again. The whole sentence. Please start with this very first prompt. Exclamation mark. No. Okay, looks good. Now let's get to the more interesting part, which I enjoy more. Also, I want to add another rule. Oh wait, rule. Please. Is there a comma? Please. No. Since is this a comma? Maybe this I already used conversation. What else could I use? This back and forth. Yeah, this back and forth. Is this correct? We'll see. Since this back and forth is also no, there is a back and forth. Yeah. I don't want to say. Let's use something different. It's what's the word? Integrable. There is a word for that. Not inevitable. It's it is of. How could I say that? for the sake of keeping, yeah, maybe let's try this because I don't know how to write sake. For also, I want to add for the sake of simulating a conversation as well. Comma, please keep please provide follow up questions. Let's see what he got. That's a great addition. Adding a follow-up question will definitely make this feel more like a real conversation and help you think on your feet. What the hell is that mean? I mean, I know what it probably means, but let's read this again. Maybe I'm just really morning tired still. That's a great addition. Adding follow-up questions will definitely make this feel more like a real conversation and help you think on your feet. If this is an expression, I hate it. This is enough. I will never, no. If this is a true, real expression, I do not know about that. You know, I don't trust AIs. No. Bah. Hidoye. Furchtbar, awful. Here is the correct and more natural version of your request. I also want to add another rule. To better simulate a conversation, please provide me with follow-up questions. Damn, this is really good. I like that a lot, so let's copy that down. I also want to add another rule. Double point. Why? I don't know. To better simulate a conversation. To better simulate a conversation. To better simulate a conversation, please provide me with follow-up questions. Please provide me with follow, like so, up. Is this correct? Yeah, is it? Follow up, yeah. Follow up questions. Wait, let's see. A question I should be able questions. Yeah, because quest is a weird word. It would be a weird word, but it's a word I encountered in World of Warcraft so many times. Okay, okay, I like that. I'm gonna prompt that. I just copy that down like that because this is a helpful thing. I've done that also. I was typing a lot when I was writing a lot. Okay, when I was studying to learn English, but it didn't stick because the method was not working for me. Well, I don't want to. Let's move on. I also want to add. Okay, now that we have our rule established, corrections and conversational prompts. What would you like to talk about first? Is there a specific topic you're interested in discussing, not disgusting today? Yeah, let's talk about why we are here in the first place. If you don't try to do that with AI, no, don't. It's not the point of life, I tell you. Let's talk about the point of life. No, I want to talk about something which annoys me. Okay. No, let's use something. It's gonna be interesting. So yeah, I realized oh shit, let me try this again because I realized I thought I just got lucky, you know. Okay, I realized while using local AI, for creating my YouTube. Yeah, I mean that's well. By the way, you know that it should be like that. You know why I think that? Because I've learned also, since I do this since Easter, important things you write big, like names, places, some names and places and whatnot. I forgot the other thing. Names, places, and maybe companies, but companies should not be big. It's wrong. It's wrong. Anyway, so I realized while using local AI for creating my YouTube title. Oh no, it's not for creating, for helping me creating my YouTube titles. Description. Yeah, I always struggle with this one. YouTube titles, but wait, a German thing is happening. Titles. YouTube titles, description. Okay, that's unbelievable. This just doesn't want to go into my. I just struggle with this. The script. Script. Script I can do. Description. And again, the row 3 times in a row is important. Wait, let me try again. Description. Description. Jesus, I hate it when this happens. I hate this, but this is kind of the game part, you know. Description. Description. Okay, I did it. Okay, that's helpful. And this connection, I've never really, when you do that, the longer you do that, you can see that at some point you will find a way to make it easier. Or, well, whatever, I cannot feel it. Okay, description. So, okay, so I realized while using local AI for helping me creating my YouTube titles, description, and providing me with useless tags. Tags do not matter as much as they probably is also a good word. Probably great word. Properly, no, not properly. What is it? What I tried to say? Tags do not matter as much as they As they used to. Why would I wanna? No, as they probably used to. Yeah, as they probably, not proper. I confused myself. Text do not matter as much as they probably no, I cannot write it. Jesus. As they probably. That's not probably. I need to use ChatGPT because I really stuck with this one here right now. So I want to say YouTube tags probably did never really matter in a sentence like that. Tags do not matter as much as they probably mattered. And I struggle with the pronunciation of with the spelling of probably. Can you?
No. Exactly. So the spelling is Probably. So in your sentence, you could say something like, YouTube tags probably never really mattered as much as they probably did before. That keeps it clear, and you've got the spelling.
Yeah, sometimes I just use the phone because there is no. Okay, that keeps it more clear. So YouTube tags I see. Probably. Okay, wait. This is a great stupid sentence, but it's a great word. Definitely, I struggle with this one, as you can see. Let me just. Probably. I don't know. I feel like this is such a weird word. I'll keep it here. I don't want to touch anything. Let me just try to rewrite that again. Probably. Yeah, this makes actually sense. I see. Okay, let's do it different. Pro. Okay, now bab. Okay, and then Lee. Okay, like so. Probably. Now let's try this completely like so. 3 times in a row. Probably. Okay, that's actually a good. This word doesn't count for every word, but here this one would support. I think I pronounce it correctly if I know what I want to say, but it definitely helps me. This is one of the circumstances. This is one of the circumstances when, if you know how to write the word correctly, it also will benefit your pronunciation, because I thought it's a P, right? So but it's probably, slightly maybe. Not always, not every word does, because in the English language, as you know, I think it's phonetic, the thing. Maybe I should ask AI. I forgot about this. Okay, tags do not matter as much as they probably did years ago. But I always try to do a good job. I don't have to add that. YouTube titles. Okay, so I realized while using local AI for helping me creating my YouTube titles, descriptions, and providing me with useless text. Tags do not matter as much as they probably did years ago. That AI is that AI will will yeah, what is it what I noticed? That I will always try that I will always will AI will so tags do not matter as much as they probably did years ago. I realized while using local AI for helping me creating my YouTube titles, description, and providing me with useless tags do not matter so much as blah blah blah, that AI will is always always what did I do wrong? Always? Really? Okay, always. I see. No, always. Always. Okay. I mean, this is not a word I really struggle, but if I dare, what can I do? If this is how it is, then I'm gonna have to follow my rule. I think my rule really does help me. I can see improvement in reading, in writing, constructing sentences. I do not know. I don't really feel it. This depends heavily on my mood or what I do at the moment. If I'm distracted by playing games, it's still kind of hard. But it's reading, especially writing. Writing, I can see improvement already since Easter. I do that 2026. Okay. AI is always exaggerating. That's a good word because I have no freaking idea how to write that. Exaggerating. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe like so. Excoriating. Okay. Yeah, I need to install the other tool so that I can talk into the tool is not available right now. How do I spell exaggerating?
Good one. So exaggerating is spelled E-X-A-G-G-E-R.
Yeah, this doesn't really help me. It's more, I just need to see the word here. Exaggerating. Oh man. Yeah, and you guys complain about long German words. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, eh? English speaker. Did I just say English speaker? Yeah, German long. Look at this shit here. Exaggerating. Exaggerating. Let me just type this in here. Okay, definitely a good practice word. Jesus, look at that shit. This looks like a demon, eh? This looks like a boss. Nah, not a boss, but definitely. Okay, okay, let me correct that first and split that here. Where is the first G? Exag? I hate this. I get emotional here. Man, this is one of the circumstances where I don't see how to split that even in order to help me, Exaggerating, maybe like that. Exaggerating. Gerating. Let's see. Does this feel natural? Gerating. Maybe. Let's try this. Exag. Okay. Now let's try this one. Exaggerating. Yeah, maybe this is a good way to do that. Let's try this now, like so. Exaggerating. I don't believe it. It's certainly not stick with me. This is one of the words I will not memorize. That I know, but this is not. This is how I see the improvement. Let's use the little break incoming, anyways. The improvement I noticed often is that like I said, I always struggle with words. Reading and writing is not my strength. It never will be. I can reach an average level. That's my goal. Here, to just be good enough, the people, although fuck people, what the hell do I care what the people think, but that I can, maybe type a little bit faster when communicating with people, especially here in Berlin, Okay, let's, let me see, where was I? Yeah, so I've noticed that I fix the words. Next time I do a lesson, I can fix the word faster, and then faster, and then faster. Okay, exaggerating, and here we go. It's already gone, but it's wrong. Exaggerating. Let me hear that. I need to hear that. I confused myself. Please say exaggerating 2 times in a row.
Of course. Exaggerating.
Exaggerating. Not there is only you. Exaggerating. I see. Let's try this again. DMX. It's great. Yeah, white boy, right? Well, if I listen to that and I close my eyes, I'm the man. Good, enough. No fun here allowed. You're German. I forgot, sorry. That is, okay. Rating. Let's do this like so you can prove it. Exaggerating. And again, exaggerating. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, what did I do wrong? Exaggerating. Exaggerating. Okay, unlocked. Achievement unlocked. Fuck the achievements, by the way. People. So, yeah, I'm frustrated, man. I can be, life is a little bit annoying, so let me be frustrated. But I take it with some, fun as well. I'm not giving up always, I work on my shit, no matter. Maybe not no matter what happens, but if I'm waking up, I'm healthy, I have energy, I do what I do. So, okay. So I realized while using Yoke AI for helping me creating YouTube titles, descriptions, and providing me with useless text do not matter as much as they probably no, doesn't work. Probably did years ago. That if useless, what? YouTube titles, descriptions, and providing me with useless tags. So I realized while using local AI for helping me creating my YouTube titles, descriptions, and providing me with useless tags, that AI is always exaggerating, meaning me, or exaggerating, or maybe adapting, adapting. Okay, what did I do wrong? I mean, except this one here. I see. Okay. Adapting. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Adapting. Jesus, it doesn't count. If I do this 3 times in a row, I can leave it. That's the goal. But you know, if okay, I didn't mention that today, so I'm gonna do this again. Adapting. Okay, here we go. Okay, I only have to do this 1 time. So 1 time, because sometimes it's extremely hard and you want to keep it fun, and that's important. People underestimate the fun aspect. I say, if you have fun, you don't have to use motivation or discipline. Sorry, nonsense. If you have fun, you don't need to use discipline. Discipline is gonna be used for the stuff you don't like to do, like copying things down. I use discipline. I don't like it. I do it because I know it's helpful. Bad days, you don't feel like it, you're doing it anyways. Today also, this week I created this overlay. I know I digress, but it's fun to me again. Where is it? So this guy here, and this took me a while to create this guy in Blender. And so I really didn't feel like doing the writing exercise, but I want to do it once a week at least, you know. So I use discipline today for doing it. And if I add too many rules, I destroy the fun. And sure, I can do it one day, I can do it next week, but I will stop in the future. You understand that? The difference between long run and short term motivation. So you keep it fun. And if you don't know, if you have to learn something, you make it fun. Make it fun. Find a way to make it fun. Or enjoyable sometimes. Okay, move on. So I realized while using local AI for helping me creating my YouTube titles, descriptions, and providing me with useless tags, that AI is always exaggerating or maybe adapting to the annoying zeitgeist. To the annoying zeitgeist, which this is always which. I don't know if I write the Witcher, or I don't know if this is like a witch bitch who is just, I don't know, like this fairy tale stuff, you know, the bad person. I know there are the good guys, you know, and not just female, sure, male also. They are all assholes everywhere. Doesn't matter. But let me just say that I never know which one I write. The witch which tries to you know, to make me into a frog, or is it a real witch? I don't know. So, or maybe adapting to the annoying zeitgeist, which results. Yeah, that's a good word actually. I really resulted. What did I do wrong here? That's also interesting. Results. I see. Results. Okay. Typing it like taking the word away first and then typing it is actually a bit better, but it's inconvenient. I only do that with boss words. I really struggle. I will do that because it's good, but results. Okay, maybe adapting to AI is always exaggerating or maybe adapting to the annoying zeitgeist, which results in overstimulate. It doesn't make sense, but overstimulating the overstimulating and let's see if I can do it. Exaggerating. Yeah, I thought so. I don't have to do this 3 times, but 1 time I have to do it. Let me just see what it, because I already achieved that today. I already did this 1 time, but I wanna do it. What is the mistake here? Rating. I don't. If I do not put them next to each other, I do not see what I did wrong here. Let's check this out. EXAGGERA. Maybe just a simple pattern mistake. That could also be a thing. Sometimes my finger this is, you know, I mean, it's okay. It's nothing. I mean, it's writing is writing, but sometimes I do not know how to spell it, but my finger remember the pattern. It's true. And sometimes I know how to spell it maybe, but my fingers do not remember the pattern, and they just create whatever they think, you know. It's interesting. Okay, but the first part is the important part, which I struggle the most, so it's fixable to me. Exaggerating. Yeah, here we go. So rules which results in overstimulating and exaggerating YouTube titles and the titles. That's a German thing again. The title, you know, titles. Come on, man. I can do it. Titles. No, I can't. Shit, man. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah, the tits. Okay. Titles. Okay. No, I completely forgot. What did I do wrong? Tit. I can remember that one. That's for sure. Titless. I see. Okay. So. Titless. Yeah, well, if it helps, man. Titles. No, wait. Titles. Yeah, titles. This was the pattern, by the way. Titles. I see. Okay. And exaggerating YouTube titles. In German, we say. By the way, he will probably be. Let's ask another chat. Let me just copy that or just into the thing here. What does no, I forgot the question. I forgot. Okay, then forget about this. Where was I? Zeitgeist, which results in overstimulating and exaggerating YouTube titles. Superlative, yeah, maybe. I don't even know how to write this in the German language. But it doesn't have to be. German is not the goal to improve, but I also struggle with that, you know. But I don't give a fuck about German. I mean, it's not my. I gotta be honest. I fall in love. I love the English language. I wish I could just, you know, all day long. I want to talk in English. What does superlative? What does the German? Yeah. German. I don't hate Germans. This is not. I mean, this country is awesome. It is beautiful. It's awesome. And the German language has a huge vocabulary. Interesting ways of creating sentences. Very precise, very well. It's a very useful language and can be at times very, very beautiful as well. There are even good German songs which I liked. More oldies, but it's not a bad language either, and great music also. But English is just so much better, man. What is a German word? Superlative mean in simple terms. Again, it's a similar thing to the result, right? Terms. Okay, and one more time. Terms. Okay. What does in simple terms? What does the German word superlative mean in simple terms? For instance, in use in combination. For instance, in combination with YouTube titles. Titles, yeah. With YouTube titles. Question mark. In simple terms, superlative means the absolute best, the most extreme. Oh, that's actually, yeah, let's read it properly. In simple terms, superlative means the absolute best, the most extreme, or the highest degree of something. Actually, I found it. Well, let me do this again. The superlative means the absolute best, the most extreme, or the highest degree of something. Actually, this sticks better into my mind. I'm making a joke here, but it's actually much better. So I'm gonna do this. Simple breakdown. That's superlative. So is there an English word? How it works. When you see superlatives used in YouTube titles, it's a marketing tool designed to grab attention by using the ultimate experience or result. It tells the viewer this isn't just a guide, this is the definitive. Yeah, this is the fuck I hate about YouTube. Very often, let me just interrupt it here. Very often, when I use AI to work on my title, I give it a title. I want to be discovered, but in the way I do that, it's not working. But every single time I see this over-the-top, exaggerated bullshit. It's the same thing with the stupid thumbnails with the mouth open. I saw that years ago happening, the pattern. I got annoyed before I had a YouTube channel. And, it's so freaking annoying. Why do we have to do this? And why people are so easily clicking on that, Put some effort in. Ignore that shit. The stupid Mr. Beast shit, I have never liked it. Never liked it. I never liked this stupid. I mean, gotta be careful here. There is frustration, and there is this black and white thinking. You gotta be very, very careful, especially when you talk online. So let's not do the stupid thing. I do not know Mr. Beast in private. What am I doing here? Maybe I do a podcast. But since I'm at this topic. It's truly, I remember this discussion with Matthew, a friend of mine. Back then, his argument was he's doing nice stuff, and back then everybody liked him. And I said to him, well, yeah, that's a good thing, nice stuff, but the intention is wrong. This is the problem I have with those kind of things. And there would be nothing wrong if they would be honest about that. If you would say, hey, we are not a charity, but you guys want to watch our shit. And we, give some money away, Just more open about that. Not that this lying, this pretending to be is also hard for, but my opinion. It's my opinion. But anyway, whatever. So let's just move on. It's fun. It needs to be fun. Okay. But I wanna look for an English way. Superlative, the highest. Is there an English way of is there an English version of superlative? Yes, absolutely. The superlative itself is a perfect, correct, and common English. Is it? Oh, that makes it easy, man. See, I was a superlative. I see. The direct translation from academic superlative is this word is correct, but it can sound a bit formal or academic. No. What do you say? Too formal, really? Okay. Academic and casual online content. Yeah, I can imagine that. Hey, what the fuck? But shut up. It means of the highest degree. Okay. Common and punchy English alternatives best for YouTube. Okay, let's see. If you want to convey the feeling of superlative without using the formal word, there are much more common in modern English marketing. I see. Marketing. Oh, I work in marketing. I do mark stuff and then I pee on them. The absolute best. Yeah, right. Hello. The absolute best. What is that? Like, hello. The absolute best ultimative. I see. If you mean the absolute. I see. Okay, I'm an idiot now. Okay. Well, I get. I'm sure. The absolute best. Use those words, phrases, example titles. Oh, that's actually great. The absolute best. If I want to use ultimate, definitive, peak, top tier. And here, the ultimate guide to guitar. Yeah, that's already fucking annoying me. Just if I just read that, I can throw up. Or even worse, if I see videos which start like, so I created a game in 24 hours. Good. I mean, easy. It bothers me a lot. There is one thing. Showing off is not the problem. I keep saying that. You are allowed to show off. When you become an asshole, in my opinion, is when you look down on other people. So if you do that in YouTube titles because you like it and this is your personal thing, that's fine. I will respect that because I have to. But I will not respect if anyone looking down on other people. That's where I draw the line. That to me is a proper asshole. So it annoys me, but it's not the worst. Let's move on. So most extreme instance, epic, insane, crazy, mind-blowing. Yeah, this is... Yeah. Okay. Epic gaming moments of the year. Yeah, exactly. Highest quality, premium, elite masterclass. The elite cooking technique you need. That's even worse, if I can choose between, because this is like etepetete we say in the German. I don't know how to translate that, but this is like look at me, the elite cooking. Get the fuck out of here. So and what do we have here? Unmatched, unbeatable, flawless. My flawless trip to Paris. I hate them all. The ultimate, no, I don't like. The epic, I don't like. That's even worse. But if I have to choose something, I would say that is the most... Yeah, the ultimate guide is the most... Okay, I can deal with that. The epic gaming moments... yeah, I can see that, especially when you're younger, no problem. If you're young, between... I don't know... like 8 and then 20, 25. Yeah, you're not developing. So I mean, the kids of my cousins, they start to use those words, you know, like "hey, cool" and stuff like this. And I think it's gonna be like until 25. You're allowed to use that. You. I'm not gonna give you any, but above 25, you better stop that shit. Okay, but who's listening to me? You know. Okay, summary table, formal, accurate, superlative, superlative performance, high, casual, high energy, YouTube, ultimate, epic. Good. Okay, that was a podcast session a little bit. Let's move on. That was a little bit fun. So AI is always exaggerating or maybe adapting to the annoying zeitgeist, which results in overstimulating and exaggerating YouTube titles. Let's give him some instance. For instance, what we can use. The ultimate, definitive, peak, top tier, mind-blowing experience you could ever get. Right? Stupid, eh? Okay, ultimate, mind-blowing. Yeah, those both titles like the ultimate mind-blowing guide to become a Buddhist. Shit, I don't know how to write Buddhist. Double D? Yes, no. I don't know how to write Buddhist. Let me check with the guy here. Buddhist. How do I spell Buddhist?
It's spelled Buddhist. So just 2 D's and an H in there.
Buddhist, I see. Buddhist. Okay. Try this again. 3 times. Wait, 4 now. Wait. Buddhist. 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 Yeah, Buddhist. Good, I did it to become a Buddhist. Yeah, that's, you know, I'm making a joke, but I'm sure someone will, you know, that's, I mean, if you're anything, whatever. Let's see, okay. That's a very insightful, yeah, of course, insightful. What does insightful actually mean? Let me just check that quickly. Because I have the idea because of context always, but for sure I don't really know. I cannot translate it into German. If I cannot translate it into German or explain it into German, then I don't really get this word. What does the word, let me just paste that in because I don't know how to write it. Insightful. Okay, let's do that. Insightful. Insightful. Insight. Okay. Insight. Ah, Jesus, eh. Let me see the word again. Insight. Okay. Insight. Yeah, in shit. Yeah. It's accurate. In shit, man. That is an in shit word, eh? insightful. Insightful. Why there is a G? I don't know. What does the word insightful mean? And what is the German counterpart? What does the word insightful mean? Insightful, adjective, okay. Describes something that shows a deep, accurate, and clear understanding of a complex issue or situation. What? Let's read this again. Try a normal mode this time. Insightful describes something that shows a deep, accurate, and clear understanding of a complex situation. So if I see. If I'm being insightful, that means I do understand what I'm talking about. I do understand the topic I'm talking about, maybe, huh? Let's read this again. Insightful adjectives describe something that shows a deep, accurate, and clear understanding of complex issue or situation. It goes beyond. Here we go. What's the thing here? Let's make it so. Goes beyond just surface level observation. It involves seeing the underlying causes, connections, motivations, or truth that aren't immediate, obvious. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm Buddha. No, I'm not. But I mean, I would nothing have against that. But Buddha, that true Buddha, he wouldn't give a fuck. Telling you that he would be, or maybe he would. I think he would if he doesn't use it to make himself better or something. If that makes sense, But okay, I'm clearly not. I wanna be good at something, Insightful, but this might not be a bad thing actually. Insightful. Adjective, yeah, I read this already. Here are a few ways to break down this meaning. Deep understanding. I understand the topic I'm talking about. That's what it is. So I understand when I'm insightful, then the topic I talk about. Her presentation offered a very insightful look into the modern economical trend. Yeah, this is it. I keep saying that if you are ever at the dinner party, use sentences like that. You will not be questions more, if someone, hey, how, what do you think about her? Well, her presentation offered a very insightful look at the modern economical trends. So I'm very, intrigued in her next upcoming events and structure. Yeah, and the person, hey, you I see. Good for you. People talk so much shit sometimes. They're full with they have so many. It's good to know those words, but it's not. You shouldn't walk around and then talk like that. Really, what are you doing? Okay. Let's do the break upcoming. Oh yeah. Okay, let's move on. I was here. Okay, yeah, continue. Good. What does AI actually have to say about this? So this is a very insightful observation about how current AI models tend to generate content. You've hit on a common issue where algorithms prioritize sensationalism. This is actually a great word. This is actually the thing. This sums it up very well. Sensationalism. Okay, but I call it a day. It's gonna be the last thing I'm gonna try. So this one I wasn't doing myself. Sen, like the Buddha. Satian. Alism. Alism. Because the I cannot focus. That's why they get more distracted. Focus time is over. 20 but 40 minutes. I think I should stop maybe. But it's fun. It's also fun. Okay. Sensation. Alism. I did it. I can't believe it. Alism. This alism thing is the most difficult. Alism. I don't know. Okay, let's try it again. Sensationalism. 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 Yeah, of course. I thought so. Fuck you, stupid word. It's a stupid. I mean, it's a good word, but it's an awful long word. Again, you know. Never complain. I mean, seriously, you guys have no right to complain about long German words. Forget about this. Look at the shit what you have. Yeah, this is the business English people talk about. English is easy. Yeah, look at that shit. English is easy. Get the fuck out of here. Sensationalism. 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 I almost did for the just, you know. Sensation. Wait, let me. It's not screwed up yet. Sensationalism. Now here we go. Good, that's done. I'm glad. There was also a little boss fight here. That's a very insightful observation about your current AI model about how current AI models tend to generate content. You fit on a very common issue where algorithms provide sensationalism. Careful of that shit because they always agree. AI always agrees with you, whatever you say. You're not the you know, I'm not the ultra guy here. Here's the corrected and more natural version of your statement. I realized while using local AI tools will help me create YouTube titles, descriptions, and suggest tags. Which I now believe aren't as important as they used to be. That the AI often exaggerates or perhaps adapts to the current zeitgeist. This results in overly stimulating and exaggerating titles like the ultimate mind-blowing guide to become the next Buddhist. And you're not watching that. It gets funny at the end, you know. People don't know that because they give me 10 seconds time and I think, what is he doing? And then you miss out, you know. Well, it's your miss, whatever. Okay. But that's what I really, whenever I use AI, of course, why wouldn't I use that for that? But I often, you know, say, please, I'm done with the lesson now. I'm just babbling here. I'm ending this. When I'm using AI, say, hey, please help me writing a title, description, and give me some tags. And then it gives me some bullshit over the top, what's the word again? Sensationalism, super stupid title, which I can just throw up just reading it. I could never write that, which would help. That's the sad part. I would help, but I don't wanna. That's too annoying. It's not how people should be. I think the problem with YouTube is really that, or in social media, that it encourages a worse behavior. This kind of behavior is good when you're younger, and there's also nothing wrong with that. In balance, it's needed. I don't want a world which is just boring and has no sensationalism. You want to have this, but in a balanced way. Especially, I don't want to see that. Never do I want to see that when there is war going on, and you see those thumbnails with exploding and big superlative words. I hate this thing. I think this is so. And the sad thing is, even legit channels have to do that, because how it's important that if the message is, listen, I do not like those things, but like I said, it's not black and white. So if you use that, and if channels use that to grab the attention of the people because they want to cover a topic which is very important, then I think that's okay. I'm not gonna, I think I'm not gonna be upset about that. If the message, the video, the content is good. That's the more important thing. But that we have this kind of overstimulated, sensationalism in thumbnails, in titles and stuff like this. It just shows the unbalanced zeitgeist of stupidity. That's how I see it. And while being stupid is a nice thing, I really think that's good in balance. It's not in balance. That's my problem. But it's good to be stupid. It's good to not always be too academical. This just sucks, Academical people, I don't give a fuck about you. It's it depends. Let me just end this video with this last thing. If you are an educated person, guy or woman, whatever, and you are you are intelligent and you know about this, but you can still go to the level of the person you are talking to and maybe teach someone. If you go down on this level, meaning you use simpler language, if you see that's going to be helpful, you are passing all the tests. You do pretty well. But if you are someone who is overeducated and you don't try to help someone but show off how intelligent you are, you are a failure. In fact, you are not intelligent whatsoever. You are by definition a real loser, but you don't know it, So that's but it doesn't really count for most of the people. Most of the channels I see, they're legit channels, and I just give you a little bit of what I think about the world. But keep in mind, it's an opinion, and complaining is one part. Whatever, I'm going now. Bye bye. I'm going to the next lesson. That was fun for me. I wish you a nice day. Have a good one. Auf Wiedersehen.